Hi guys. I'm just gonna start. Hello. Um, Also, I did forget to share this presentation in the folder, so I just did. If you look now, I don't know if you could if you guys didn't see it before, but if you look now, it should be there. So okay. So today is, I think it's like week 4, so it is the last, sorry, class. And thank you for everybody who turned in their homework. I'm gonna What we're gonna do today is I'm gonna do a mock investigation. So there's I'll give you guys like kind of a background information over like a fake crime that I made. I kind of just made up a crime, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a Kahoot, and then at the end I'm just gonna go over last week's homework. So does everybody have um the presentation? Oh, okay. I can send it again. Let me just go and go into the, yeah. So it's like a mock. Okay, it's a mock investigation. So kind of like a fake investigation because I don't have a real crime for you guys to solve. So this is just use what you guys learned for the past 3 weeks and um, kind of solve this little crime. Let me open up the folder and once I find it. Okay, there. Here. For those of you who don't have it, should be right here. Okay. For those of you who don't have it, the link I just sent will take you to week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, where you can see all of the presentations and the homework. We're not gonna have homework because it's the last week. And for basically, if you want to access this presentation, which I highly recommend, then it's on week 4. And just tell me if you guys don't see it in there because I did just add it. Oh, okay. If this is your first time, I would say like you can look if you don't know anything, just go through the past. Just go through the other 3 weeks, and you can find all the information that you need there. Okay, so first I'm going to start with a backstory. Um, say on July 15th, 2021, a large diamond went missing from the well-known billionaire Bob Smith's. Also, if you guys know, none of these people are real, so just keep that in mind. Bob Smith's safe. One of the security guards was found shot and was brought to the hospital. He called you and your friends to try to find who stole the diamond. Um, okay. So for suspect 1, we have Emily Smith. She is Bob's wife, and she has always wanted to sell the diamond so she could go to the Bahamas with her friends without telling Bob. She has an arch fingerprint, likes to wear silk dresses, and owns a cat. So if you guys want, here is a picture of her fingerprint, which as you can see is clearly an arch. And suspect 2, this is Chad Brown. He is Bob Smith's business rival, and he wanted the diamond since it was Bob Smith's prized possession, and he was carrying a gun with blood on it, and one of his shirts had blood on it. He likes wearing cotton shirts, has a plain whirl fingerprint. And right here you can see his fingerprint. And lastly, we have suspect 3. This is John Baker. He is a security guard at Bob Smith's mansion. He was mad at Bob Smith for lowering his pay. He has a pet dog and has a loop fingerprint, as you can see right here. So this is a description of the crime scene. Also, I hope you guys appreciate this shirt because I spent a lot of time trying to make the put the bloodstains on the shirt. I mean, I'm very proud of it, but So this is a kind of description of the crime scene. So at the crime scene, there were three loop fingerprints. So what? Oh yeah, I just found a picture of a shirt and then added the bloodstains on top. So what I want you guys to do is read the crime scene description and then don't if you think who it is, go and set like your chat. Don't type it to the panelists and attendees. I guess you guys can either type it like or like send it straight to me, or you can put it straight to all the panelists. Either one I think would be fine. And if you guys need to go look over the other um like please don't put it in the everyone because I want everybody to have a chance to answer. Guys, don't put yeah. Um If you guys need any kind of refreshing, you guys can go back to the link that I sent and go to week 4. Um and you guys can see each of the suspects there on a couple of the slides. If you guys don't know anything, can't identify anything, then you can go to the other ones. Also, if you guys thought it was yeah, guys, send it to either all panelists, or you can send it to me personally. Um, and yeah, so I'm gonna give you guys like 15 minutes. Also, um, send it you no, oh, okay, then just type it to all panelists. If you guys can't send it personally to me. Yeah, I mean, those of you saying that you can't type personally, you guys are typing personally to me. So, and also, when you guys give your answer, I want you to explain why. So maybe give some evidence that you found with a crime scene description, and then you can go and put it in the chat on why you think it's whoever you believe it is. Oh, and if anybody wants me to go back to another slide, I can do that. I'm gonna give you maybe like, I don't know, like 10 minutes. I don't know if that's too much or too little. If that's too much or too little. I did? When did I say? I mean, if I did, I'm sorry. I don't. But if you guys want me to go and do that, I can. I'm gonna give. Yeah. Okay. You guys have maybe 5 more minutes, so until 4:30. 1 second. Okay, 4:30. Okay, 4:42. I cannot count. Sorry. Yeah, I know. It is a little bit. I tried to make it easy because I didn't want to make it too hard or take up too much time because I do want to do the Kahoot and go over homework as well as have time for questions. Also, if you guys think this is easy, I hope the Kahoot will be harder. I tried to make the Kahoot a little bit harder, but still, like, it's relatively simple. So if you um, guys, it shouldn't be too hard. Okay, most of you guys are answering, which is good. I'm gonna wait. Actually, I'm gonna wait to 4:40 for everybody to explain why they thought that Chad was the person, and then we're gonna move on to the Kahoot. Well, it's 4:39 for me, so I don't know. Maybe like the clock is different, so I'm just gonna wait until my computer tells me it's 4:40. Okay, it is 4:40. I'm gonna kind of explain. I know some people, guys, if you're asking if you're correct, just wait. I'm going to say who it is and why he is or he or she is the suspect, like the person, um, and then you'll know if you're correct. So yeah, as most of y'all said, it was Chad. But at this time, I kind of did realize it was a little bit obvious. But um, and so as you can see, go back here. There were three loop fingerprints. I put that there because he was a guard at Bob Smith's mansion, so I guess it would make sense for him to have some in the safe. One arch fingerprint because as you can see, Emily Smith, she has the arch fingerprint and she is Bob's wife. So she most likely will live with him and most likely has touched around there, around the safe. The scraps of cotton showed the his Chad's shirt um because he wore cotton shirts and um it would be most likely that he was the person because why would some Bob Smith's business partner be in the safe? So yeah, it was Chad. And then here's the shirt. Um, Here it's found in a dry cleaner's spot, and this is also a high velocity blood spatter. I wanted to add that in just so you can know. Okay, there's some larger drops, so it doesn't look as high velocity, but I kind of tried to make it look like back spatter, but Chad no, yeah, Chad was the business rival. Okay, so right now we have a Kahoot. So I'm going to stop. Oh, okay, no, go back. Okay, so one second. Let me like figure out how to move this. Oh, okay. Guys, go to kahoot.it. One second. Okay. Okay, that's not working. So here, I'm gonna go and send this. Here. That should give you the that should give you guys the code, or I'm gonna give you guys the code later once it's actually. Oh, one second. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. Yeah, I am on a MacBook. Okay, I'm going to host and classic. So it's gonna load a game pin and what you guys do. I don't know if you guys are, I'm gonna go and turn that off, but so just go and I don't know if you guys are familiar with with Kahoot, but if you aren't, here is a game pin and on your screen there should be a Kahoot area, like or an area that you put your game pin in and just type that same number. And I'm gonna give you guys like 3 minutes to join. And if you guys have any like technical difficulties, you can just tell me. Also, if you guys aren't going to join or like can't join, just like you can tell me, you can just like chat it because I want to make sure that I don't start without anybody, so I can like count. Okay, so I currently have 9 people. I'm waiting for on 8 more. If you guys can't join, again, just put it in the chat. And if you guys don't want everybody to know, you can like privately chat it to me or the panelists. Also, if you guys are deciding on a nickname, if you guys don't want to put your real name, you could put your real name, or you could put, I don't know, like a number or a letter would work too. Oh, well, no, I'm not in college. Yeah, I'm going to eighth, so that's, I'm 13, so. Oh, really? I mean, it would be nice, but no. Oh, thank you. Okay, oh, for those asking, I'm 13. Okay, 5 more people. If you guys don't want to play, just tell me. Okay, actually, just in case, because I don't want to keep the other kids waiting, I'm gonna wait until 4:50 and then we can start. Oh, wow. I mean, I don't know if you guys went to Vishal's presentation or class on Tuesday, but I don't know. I think he might have said that I'm his partner for something called Crime Busters, but oh, okay. If it doesn't work, then you could also like type it in straight, but yeah, I do live in Katy. I go to Beckendorf. Okay, guys, 1 more minute, and then we're gonna start. Yeah, I live in Texas. Oh, I did do the fifth grade showcase. Personally, I think my fifth grade showcase did not go very well. I did Frank Lloyd Wright. My whole board was very empty and just and like nobody came to our showcase, but like it's really fun. Um, I would definitely recommend doing it. It's very fun. I live around Houston, so okay. It's 4:50 now. Okay. I was in GT too. I loved GT. I think personally, I thought it was cool because I got to go to a separate class, and GT was always super fun. Okay, I'm gonna start. Also, if anybody wants to go, tell me that they can't go, just do it now. I'm gonna start. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna let y'all. Oh, I'm so sorry. For those of you who got it, good job. And for the one person who put plain whirl, it's whorls are usually circles, and arches I think are more of like a triangular shape. Also, do you guys need more time? Because okay. Yeah, I know, but like, do you guys want more? I can edit it to make it more. I can edit it to give you guys more time to answer because there's more questions. Okay, so yeah, if you guys don't know how Kahoot works, I probably should have said this before, but you look on my screen, um, and there's four answer choices, and on your screen there are four corresponding buttons. So like I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I don't have these memorized, so I think it's like a yellow triangle, blue circle, maybe something like that, and you just click on what's on your screen. Not on my shared screen, on when you entered. Okay, so okay, so here's so luminol, it is a chemical indicator. And but here's the thing, it's mostly used to, yeah, usually used for blood, not fingerprints. Fingerprints is usually DFO or Ninhydrin. So for those of you who got it right, good job. And those who got it wrong, I guess also good job for trying. Okay, then we've got some changes in the leaderboard. Uh, okay, I did, but I might I did put it on the homework. I just realized that. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. But only one person turned in the homework, so if only one person turned it in the homework, then I didn't. I don't know if many of y'all did it. I hope you guys did, but I don't think many of y'all did it. I didn't see many people on the document either, but then yeah, it's the barrel. For the people who got it wrong, again, firing pin is what hits the primer, and the primer kind of explodes. It doesn't explode, but it ignites, and that ignites the gunpowder and makes it shoot. So for the trigger is what makes the firing pin touch the primer or push the primer. If you guys don't know what rifling is, it's like these little grooves or ridges on the inside of a barrel, or the barrel part of the gun. So that's like the long tube. Okay. Um, okay, so this one was a little more, oh, it's not a transfer stain. But I don't really understand what you mean by why is it transfer stain? Can you like rephrase it? Oh, no, that's a wrong answer's choice. Because what do you mean by why is it transfer stain? Oh, okay, yeah, that's okay. No, that's when that's like a bloody handprint or something. But so this one was a little more, I guess I can't remember the word, but there's four people who got it wrong. So what back spatter is when you shoot something like a projectile and it hits some, I guess I have to say someone, and the blood comes back at you, or back, well, not back at you, but like back towards what the projectile was shot with. But it's also, but like the specific kind is called back spatter. Okay. Um, okay. So this is a pretty even split. So what I like to use to remember is cotton is always like a twisted ribbon. So if you guys ever gone to like something somewhere like maybe Hobby Lobby and found the ribbons, they're very thick, and if you twist them, they form kind of like this shape. And then what I use for linen is always straight. So as you can see, this is kind of very twisted. It's not straight, and linen is more round. As linen also has these little like grooves on the side. Yeah, exactly. Linen looks like bamboo. If doesn't make sense, basically what organism is this hair from? Um, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, she's just, yeah, my little brother did some, yeah, my little brother's probably in trouble, so yeah, sorry about that. Um, so yeah, that's a cat hair. Um, so I'm gonna here, as you can see, what there are little, like these are this is the cuticle, so, and what you can see is that it goes in very pointy scales. So when there's like very pointy scales, I remember that as cat hair. And for those of you who put human, the human cuticle is always very straight. Well, it's not like straight, but there's little, but as you can see how these go like in a zigzaggy pattern, the human hair doesn't go as like the pattern, like these lines aren't as steep. Okay, so I don't know if you guys remember, but In week one, the first class, I gave you guys a kind of like background overview of fingerprints, and the first thing I talked about was the minutiae, which are little ridge patterns, and a delta is the kind of triangular ridge pattern. After the Kahoot, if you guys want, I can show you a picture of a delta. I was going to add one, but I really didn't feel like cropping it. Yeah. So, and then what a Latin fingerprint is a Latin. It's basically a fingerprint that you cannot see. An arch is okay. Nobody answered arch, so I don't think I have to explain that. Plastic is another kind of fingerprint where there's a fingerprint put into a some kind of like moldable substance like Play-Doh or wax or clay. Okay. So okay, yeah, most of you guys got wool, which is correct. So polyester, um, that's a synthetic one, and what I like to think is I don't know, it looks a little more like a chemically word. That's how I remember it, because there's like a poly and ester. And then the cotton is a plant fiber, and this is what I showed a couple questions ago. Okay, some changes. Okay, so this one I did explain briefly, so if you guys don't know, just I guess you could guess. Yeah, I know this one was a little bit harder. So to that one person who got it right. This was actually one of the questions. Yeah, congrats. This is one of the questions that was on the week one homework. So it's 1,8 diazofluorine 9,1. And I guess, okay, so these I would say this ninhydrin is actually another chemical indicator, but it's not abbreviated as DFO. So yeah, and what dimonoxide fluorine O is just something I made up. It's like I don't even know what that is. That I don't think that's these two. I don't think they exist. They're just random things that I thought of. Okay. Also, sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear my brother screaming temper tantrums. Um, and it's number 10. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, he is actually 3. He's 3. Yeah, I know. My siblings and I have a pretty big age difference. So what an anhydride does react with the amino acid, and that's one way that they can um put amino acids that like they can detect or like show the fingerprints because and so they're I think I did explain this in the again in week one. Also, yeah, week one, class one. And then carbohydrates, those are carbs and lipids. These, okay. So just gonna go to the next one. Okay, oh my gosh, my brother is screaming. So sorry about that. Um, okay. Well, Yeah, you're right. He is screaming like his hair is on fire. Yeah. Okay. So this who those were right. Okay, so cat, dog, human, those are actually the three types of hairs that we talked about. There's more types. Well, these only happen like once a week. Um so like cat, dog, human, so these are hairs. But if you guys want to know, these are not the only hairs. There are other animals and organisms with hair. Then vegetable, cotton, animal. So vegetable and animal are two types of fibers, but cotton is a fiber itself. And then animal is one, synthetic is one, photosynthesis is a process. So it's not a type of fiber. And I think you guys learn about this in elementary, but if you guys want to know, photosynthesis is what plants use to make um, to create sugars or glucose. Yeah. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. Yeah, this is high velocity. So low velocity is actually very big drops of blood. I can also show you a picture of the low velocity blood of a low velocity bloodstain, or you guys can go into the forensics week, and then it should be week 2, I think. Yeah, just go to week 2, and you guys can see a picture, an example of week. Mm, well, I mean, I guess it depends on what part. So I would say low velocity would probably happen if there's blood like dripping down from the stabbing wound. But like in a stabbing would be something that would kind of like have back spatter, which would be high velocity, or and forward spatter, which would also be somewhere around high velocity. Also, but again, it also depends on how how fast the stabbing is. So there's like for it just depends on the I cannot speak, but circumstances. Okay, so that was the last question. A cut, yeah, like a cut, like a paper cut. Yeah, my brother. Sorry. Okay, so for those of you who are on the podium, so blood spatter and detective girl, Arnav, I think I know who you are, but if you guys could put your names in, like you guys could just say who you are. I want to got oh well, I mean it's still good, and if you guys want I can give you guys the link to the Kahoot and you can practice on your own. But for blood spatter and detective girl, if you guys want, congrats. Anybody who's named blood spatter, can you nice. Guys, I guess if you since you guys like got on the podium, you get what do you mean you are Andrew? Oh, okay. Um, so those of you who are on the podium, I guess as a prize, you guys get bragging rights. Yay! And okay, so I'm gonna close this and here, oh, here. Um, if you guys want, this is a picture of a low velocity blood spatter. And I know there was one more thing that I wanted to show you guys. One second, let me think. I did say that I was going to show you guys something else, right? Was it? Yeah, after this. I think it was linen. So yeah, so you guys want to see a picture of linen. Also, when you're searching these up, a lot of them aren't going to be exactly linen, but or the exact one that you're searching up. But I think I can find okay. Which one? I think it's the best to see. Okay, so this would be a pretty good image. How they're like roundish, or like you would say, I would say they're like not the fibers are round, but like you would think that the little each of the strands or each of fiber would be round, and they have like so they're also like slightly straight. They're not like not all of them are straight. As you can see, this one's kind of bent, but they're usually straight. And like Carol said a little while back in chat, they do look a little bit like bamboo. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to here and keep on presenting. Okay, so now that we've done the Kahoot, we can go through the homework review. So, if you guys want, you don't have to do this, but because the questions will be already in here. But if you want, you can go. Okay, we have like 5 minutes left, so I'm gonna try to get through this as fast as I can. So first, what are the 3 categories of fibers? This was another Kahoot question. So that's vegetable, animal, and synthetic. So vegetable is like linen and cotton, animal is wool and silk, and um, synthetic is polyester and acrylic. And then 2, what animal does wool come from? I think this was a little bit kind of obvious, but if you but this was sheep or lambs. You can say that too. And then this one is what plant does linen come from? This is flax. Okay, this fiber, as you can see, twisted ribbons, and this is cotton. Okay, and this is wool. Oh, sorry, what is this fiber? This is wool because you can see these little kind of, I would say a scaly pattern. Okay, this fiber, again, looks kind of like bamboo, so it is linen. Okay, and this one is which organism has a long continuous medulla, and this is a dog. And lastly, which organism's hair this is. As you can see, there's like the very distinct, like very, yeah, cat. This is, for me, I think this is very easy to tell because the medulla is different, very different from human hair and dog hair, so cat. So that's the end of the presentation. I know I've like there's like 3 minutes left. Yeah, if you guys don't want to see it, I'm just gonna scroll back to 7. You guys want? Okay. Um, Also it's cat hair because cat I wouldn't say that it's a fiber. So if you guys I'm just gonna like wait if you guys have any questions. Hey, I guess I could dismiss you. I don't know if I'm not allowed to, but yeah. So I guess I'll wait if you guys have any questions. I'm gonna stop the share. Oh, yeah, I'm Chinese. Well, yeah. Yeah, I guess you can go by. I know there's like 2 minutes left, so I guess you can go if you guys don't have any questions. Yeah, so it's 5:15. I guess you guys can go with like it's been like it's the time or so uh I can't end meetings, so I'll just wait until you guys. Oh, okay.
Cool. I don't know if the mic is working, but thanks everyone for coming.